Yo, can you guys hear me? There we go. Cool. All right, let me, I gotta mute this. There we go. Yo. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I have a little something in my throat. Hold up. There we go. Nope. Thought I had it. That's better. Man, what's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great day. Well, the Phillies, they're back at it today. And they won 4-3 yesterday. Good to see Nicky C is starting to hit. I mean, he's been hitting, but, like, the power's coming back now. And that was good to see yesterday. Like, those home runs, like, weren't just, like, lucky home runs. Like, that was legit power. And that makes me very, very happy. And hopefully today, he continues to hit the ball really well. I like him hitting in the cleanup spot. He and Sosa were your only offense yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, just got to keep it up. That's all I got to tell you. Just keep it up. All right. So we got the starting lineups out for both teams. I'm looking up at my TV today because it's on Peacock, and I don't get Peacock on my monitor over to my left. So that's why we're looking up today. So I just wanted to let you guys know and give you an update on that. All right, so Bryson's stat would be man, we're not the home team. I'm still getting used to this new scorebook. All right, so leading things off for the Colorado Rockies, it'll be Charlie Blackmon. He's playing out in right field. Jurickson Profar's out in left. Ryan McMahon over at third base. He's batting third. CJ Cron over at first base. He's batting in the cleanup spot. Mike Moustakas gets the start at DH today. Jonathan Daza is over in center field, hitting sixth. Harold Castro's batting seventh. He's in the infield over at second base. And then Ezekiel Tovar is over at shortstop. And Brian Servin is batting ninth. And he is at the catcher position. Go Phils. Yeah, man. Exactly. Jose Urena. Wait, did I say that right? Did I say that right? Hold up. Yeah, it's Urena, right? Yeah, it's Jose Urena. Why am I having such a brain freeze today? Yeah, he's going to be pitching, but for right now, it's Zack Wheeler who's on the mound for the Phillies. There we go. So Wheeler in 4 starts, he has a 1-1 record, a 4.79 ERA, and he's gone 20 2/3 of an inning this season. He has 23 strikeouts and 7 walks. So once again, it's Blackmon, Profar, McMahon, Cron, Moustakas, Daza, Castro, Tovar, and Servin. There we go. So hopefully Zack Wheeler has a good outing today because they're really gonna need that from him. Wheeler's now 32 years old. He pitched all right in his last outing. He went 5 innings. He allowed 4 earned runs. He had 94 pitches, but he's been very inconsistent and not necessarily Zack Wheeler-like. It is an early game, and it's on Peacock too. So I'm a little thrown off because of that. Castellanos has to stay hot. I agree with that. Just do your thing, little fella. You know? That's really all it comes down to. There we go. All right. I think I'm all situated. I have the fan running. It's been all these afternoon games, I'm not going to lie, like they really do throw me off. especially like the early times when it's like so inconsistent. NBA played at 1 o'clock yesterday. That was really early. This is an hour earlier. All right, so Charlie Blackmon is up, and the first pitch he takes down low and outside for a ball. So Blackmon is actually hitting really well off of Zack Wheeler. There's a ground ball over to first base. Clemens fields on the hop, the underhanded throw to Wheeler, and he wins the race to the bag. He's remembered how to hit home runs. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, so Cody Clemens is over at first base. Bryson Stott is over at second. Turner is at the shortstop position, and Mundo Sosa is over at third. JT's behind the plate, and out in left field is Schwarber. Center field is Marsh, and right field is Castellanos. So the DH for today for the Phillies is Alec Bohm. Here's Jurickson Profar. So Blackmon grounded out to first, and Profar takes the first pitch, a 96-mile-per-hour fastball for a strike. We got to get the scoreboard up and running. I forgot about that. Come on, Jay. The 0-1, swing and a miss. 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Did I mute this? I gotta mute that. And I gotta mute this. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there's out number 2 on a fastball that was caught Profar frozen. Okay. So there's 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the first. Ryan McMahon comes up, and the first pitch is inside for a ball. So McMahon had a 3-run home run 2 nights ago. That was back in the first inning, and that gave the Rockies a 3-0 lead. Those were their only 3 runs that night. The 1-0 is inside for a ball. And it's now a 2-0 count. Wheeler winds up, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. It was on the outside corner. I didn't know that Zack Wheeler has actually 2 complete shutout games in daytime games at Citizens Bank Park. The 2-1. Another swing and a miss on a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. The heat is coming back for Zack Wheeler. And that is a good sign. A beautiful day at Citizens Bank Park. Not a cloud in the sky. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back towards the screen. So McMahon, as I mentioned, had the 3-run home run in a couple of nights ago's game. And then, well, the Phillies came back to win that one by a final score of 4-3. The 2-2 delivery. It's down and away. And it's now a full count. So Profar struck out. Blackmon grounded out over to first base. 2 outs, nobody on, and the payoff pitch. Up high for ball 4. It was also outside as well. So Wheeler let that one get away from him, but C.J. Cron comes up now. He homered earlier in this series. Cron also went 2 for 4 in last night's game. Cron, the former Angel, takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Phillies, even though they were able to put up 4 runs yesterday, I mean, it was just the hitting of Nick Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, Christian Pache, and now Bowman. That was it. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider that was on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. McMahon's over at first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. And JT, I think, was standing a little bit higher because he thought that that the runner over at first was going to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 1-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3. And that is another strikeout by Zack Wheeler. So no runs, 1 man left. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. Phillies coming up to bat. There we go. Oh, boy. All right. So, while we're at it now, let's go over the starting lineup for the Phils, man. We got Bryson Stott leading things off over at second base. Trey Turner's batting second over at shortstop. Schwarber's out in left field. Castellanos is in right field. Marsh is batting fifth out in center field. JT Realmuto's behind the plate. He's actually batting sixth today. Alec Bohm slides down to 7 as he's the DH for today's game. And Cody Clemens is hitting 8th. He's over at first base. And Edmundo Sosa over at third base is batting 9th. So, and they have to face Jose Urena. Urena, the former Miami Marlin. So far, well, this season, Jose Urena, he's been okay so far. He's won 14 2/3 of an inning. He's allowed 16 earned runs, 10 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's allowed 7 home runs, which does lead the team. And hopefully the Phillies can try to hit off of him today. He's actually 0-3 on the season. So this will be his 5th quality start. Trivia, more runs are scored in the first than any other team. I know that. Or than any other inning. Yeah. It's true. You're right. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. Man, these afternoon games, man, like I just woke up like not too long ago. It really threw me off. I mean, like the 1:30 is like good, but like a 12 o'clock, man, like it's the first time that they've done that. Bryson Stott comes up. The first pitch was outside. The next pitch is at the knees for a called strike, and it looked like it was a little bit low. Stott did not play in yesterday's game. The 1-1 pitch. It's lined out to left field, and Profar doesn't even have to make any sort of moves or anything, and he makes the catch for the first out. Trey Turner now will be batting for the Phils. So there's 1 out in the first inning. Baseball is meant to be played during the day. No, it is. It's just that as Turner comes up, he lifts that one high and deep to left field, and that one is gone. Trey Turner. First pitch he sees, it was a hanger that was left over the middle of the plate, and now the Phillies have a 1-0 lead. Turner was 0 for 4 yesterday. He struck out twice. And he high-fives Nick Castellanos, so the Phillies lead 1-0. I was just going to say something, and then it was just like the first pitch was there. And Turner just didn't miss it. Nice job, man. But no, going back to my point. I understand that it's meant to be played during the day. I'm just saying that the 12 o'clock games, because I'm not used to them playing at 12. I'm used to them playing at like 1:30. That's what throws me off. It's great. Kyle Schwarber comes up. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Schwarber in this series is 3 for 12. The 2-0 pitch. Down below the knees for a ball. So that's now the 7th home run, or the 8th home run that has been given up by Jose Urena. That's definitely up there in major league categories. 3-0 pitch. Down low and inside for ball 4. And Schwarber will walk over to first base. And that'll set the table for Nick Castellanos, who had 2 home runs in last night's game, and he went 3 for 4. Also had a double, which was his 10th double on the season. So he continues to have a hot bat here. And the first pitch, that is below the knees for a ball. A 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Brandon Marsh waits on deck. He's out in center field. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Castellanos is 5 for 12 in the series. He has scored 3 runs. And has an OPS of 383. The 1-1 pitch. Just a little bit outside. Not by much, according to the home plate umpire. So, speaking of umpires, the home plate umpire today is Todd Tishner. Over at first base is Brian Knight. At second base is Alex Tosi. And at third base is Tony Randazzo. The 2-1 pitch. In the dirt for ball 3. It is also currently 66 degrees at the bank. So the 8 home runs that have been allowed by Urena, that's actually tied for the most in Major League Baseball. 3-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over to third base. The throw over the second, there's 1. The throw back to first is in time for a 5-4-3 double play. Castellanos hit it sharply, but it was just over at McMahon, and that'll do it. But the Phillies do strike first on a solo home run by Trey Turner. And we go to the top of the second inning. Phillies lead 1-0. Can't really knock Castellanos there because he hit it really sharply. It's going to happen sometimes, you know. That's the one thing that's really frustrating as a hitter sometimes is when you hit the ball really hard and it just goes right at somebody. It's one of the most frustrating feelings, especially if it's off of a pitcher that you don't necessarily have a whole lot of success on. It's just damn, bro. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. For those of you that don't know me, I'm actually I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey, and I've been calling Delaware Bluecoats, Wilmington Blue Rocks games. Bluecoats, or the Bluecoats are the affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. I did games for them for about 2 years. And then the Wilmington Blue Rocks, they're the high A affiliate of the Washington Nationals. So I graduated from Rowan University and started this channel about 4 months ago. I kept thinking that it was 5 months, but no, December to April is 4 months. So been going at it very strong, and we've built a pretty good family on here. When Bryce gets back, this lineup is going to be lethal. I mean, I said to people at the beginning of the season that I hate to say this, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but if there was any team that was actually able to lose Rhys Hoskins, and I love Rhys Hoskins, if I'm saying that if there was a team that could actually take a Rhys Hoskins injury, it's the Phillies. We just got a no-hitter. Nice to meet you. What's up, Bringle? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on, my guy. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. We've been doing Phillies games. We've been doing Sixers games. And as of right now, that's been what's keeping us busy. All right, we are back out there for a second inning of work. 1 ball, no strikes to Mike Moustakas, who starts things off, as it's going to be 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Rockies. The 1-1 inside for a ball. It was a curveball at 81 miles per hour. Sosa's playing over to his left side over at third base. 2-1 pitch. Looked like it was a strike, but not according to Todd Tishner behind the plate. So that's the first 3-ball count of the afternoon for Zack Wheeler. Oh, that's a lie. That's the second one, because I forgot he issued a walk. 3 balls, 2 strikes as the next pitch was fouled back. So that makes it a full count now. Payoff pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. Mike Moustakas won a World Series a while ago. Seems like it was yesterday with the Kansas City Royals. The payoff pitch. There's another foul ball. Moustakas keeps himself alive. He has 5 hits and 29 at-bats this season. And the payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss. Wheeler struck him out on a curveball. That's 3 Ks on the day for Zack Wheeler. Nice pitch as the curveball had a lot of great movement on it. And Moustakas was early. Here's Jonathan Diaz. Diaz will foul this pitch off towards the first base side, and it goes out of play. So this is actually career start number 200 for Zack Wheeler between the Mets and the Phillies. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. Wheeler has really had himself an awesome career, even with the injuries. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a sweeper that was at 86 miles per hour. And that looked like it was the same sort of pitch that he just struck out Moustakas on. The 1-2. Another swing and a miss for strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts. Recorded by Zack Wheeler. And we're only in the top of the second inning. So 3 straight strikeouts by Zack Wheeler. 2 in this inning, though. First pitch to Castro. Harold Castro, that is taken on the outside corner for a strike. So for the Phillies infield, they got Clemens over at first. Over at second is Bryson Stott. Third base is Sosa. And Turner is over at short. No balls, 2 strikes on the next pitch as it was out on the outside corner. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and he retires the side. And that's now 4 straight strikeouts by Zack Wheeler. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Phillies lead 1-0. Your stream must be faster than me, Star Wars. It's probably faster than mine. Because every time I look down in the comments, I'm like, well, yep, that's probably what happened. All right. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in literally 20 seconds. All right, there we go. We're back. Sweet. Okay. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. See, we got 24 people on here. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. Phillies are up 1-0 thanks to a solo home run by Trey Turner. And that put them up 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. So leading things off will be Brandon Marsh here in the bottom of the second, and the first pitch is inside for a ball. Jose Urena back out there for his second inning of work. It's Marsh, Realmuto, and Bohm. The 1-0 pitch. Inside and low for a ball. Marsh batting .359 on the season. And it's honestly starting to look like that the trade for him is starting to be a steal. The 2-0. Inside and low again. And Urena cannot find the strike zone to start things off in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Another ball that was inside, and there is ball 4. 4 straight balls to start off the bottom of the second inning. And Marsh gets on with a walk. There's Bud Black, the manager for the Colorado Rockies. He got ejected in Friday night's game. But he's back out there. Mike Redmond had to take over. The bench coach. And then right next to him, well, there's Darryl Scott. Realmuto comes up, and he's 2 for 11 in the series. He is due for a big hit here. Almost homered, though, on Friday night. First pitch, at the knees for a called strike. So Marsh will take a lead off over at first base. He has stole 3 bags on the season. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging the ground ball that goes over to third base to throw the second. There's one to throw back to first. Is not in time, and Realmuto just beats it out. That would have been another 5-4-3 double play. Let's see here, though. Yep, just got over there. Good hustle by JT. So that'll go down as a 5-4 fielder's choice. Marsh was out at second, and JT is safe over at first base. Alec Bohm now steps into the batter's box for the Fightins. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock on the first pitch to Bohm. That's outside for a ball. So Bohm is in the DH spot today. He is also 2 for 11 in the series so far. He's played in 22 games this season. And the 1-0 pitch. Outside and low for ball 2. 6 of the Phillies starting 9 are hitting over 300. Yeah, you're right. Do I come up with the poll questions? I do. I do, actually. I do. 2-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Yeah, so the poll question for today, for those of you that are interested, every time you go to the ballpark, all right, I forget what the choices are. I wrote them down, but let me know in the comments section what your favorite food is to get at the ballpark and why. The 2-1. There's a fly ball out to right field, but it hooks foul. But yes, I do come up with the poll questions. Mine is actually, I love Chickies and Pete's crab fries. I remember during the World Series I would get them with my dad, and I'd split them. And they were like $7.50 each. I have hot dogs on there. Oh, that's what I forgot. That goes with the hamburgers. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hatfield Dollar Dog Nights. I knew there was something I was forgetting. The 2-2 pitch was fouled off. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 pitch again. Boom, lines that one out to left field, and if it's fair, it's gone. It's foul. just hooked foul, but what a catch by the fan in the stands. It was almost a line drive home run. Another fastball that was left over the middle of the plate, and Bohm just missed it. So there's one out. JT's over at first base in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-2 pitch again. That's outside and low for a ball. The throw over to second is not in time, and JT Realmuto steals second base. And that gets rid of the double play ball. There was really nothing that Servin could do to try to get him out on that pitch. So JT's now in scoring position. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. And the payoff pitch. So we're going to ground ball that goes over to shortstop, backhanded stop. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. And it was a good thing that JT Realmuto did take off, because that would have been a 6-4-3 double play. So that'll extend the inning. And Cody Clemens will step into the batter's box. But yeah, of course hot dogs are an option. Yeah, I love, I'm a crab fries type of a guy. They're just like spicy fries with Old Bay sauce, but like the cheese is so good. For those of you that don't know what crab fries are, and they're not from the Philly area, I could go for some, actually. Cody Clemens comes up, and the first pitch is taken at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. And JT goes over to third base, and he is safe. They ruled him as safe, but the graphics, the Peacock people said that he was out. And let's see here. Yep, he was definitely out. He was out by a mile because McMahon tagged him right on the left wrist. He was totally out, and Bub Black is going to challenge this. So, well, I guess the Peacock operators were correct about that. They ruled him safe over at third base, and now they're going to challenge this over at Secaucus, New Jersey. Wait, are they in New York? I know that the NBA is in Secaucus, New Jersey. All right, so it's an official replay review, and it really should be quick. And Realmuto should be out over at third base. McMahon is just like halfway between the third base dugout and the third base bag. So that will most likely go down, as Realmuto did steal second. It was nonetheless, it was a pretty good throw by Brian Servin. He made a really great play on that. Yeah, you look at it one more time, and McMahon just tagged that left wrist. It was clear, conclusive evidence. I don't know why it's taken them a while to review this. Maybe they're saying that he tagged the dirt first. I don't know. But it looked like he was clearly out. Got him right on the wrist, right there. You look at the close review. Got him right there. All right, so the call's overturned. There we go. And that'll do it in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, and the Phillies will go to the top of the third as they still lead 1-0. I don't know why it took them forever to review that, but it did. Second out, not third. Nope, that's the third out. That's the third out. Because JT was out at third base. There was already 2 outs before. Because, yeah, JT grounded into a fielder's choice, then Bohm grounded out to shortstop, and then he was out at third. Yep. There we go. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Got off to a little bit of a slow start today. corrected my comment. I got you. I got you. No worries. No worries, my guy. But yeah, so if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. And yeah, man. Cody starting the third inning. 8-9-1 coming up. Yep. 8-9-1 for the Phils. All right, time for a little bit of a water break. It's funny how I noticed that we're getting more and more people on for Phillies games, but I think that for the NBA stuff, we haven't really been getting as many people on because I think that it's just more popular, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I mean, we're still getting a lot of people, but I'm just interested in, this whole thing is really interesting to me when you think about marketing and that type of stuff. And there we go. We're going to the third inning now. So Ezequiel Tovar is coming up. It's 8-9-1 for the Colorado Rockies now. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. So yeah, so I'm looking up, for those of you that are wondering why I'm looking over to my left and not down here, is because this game's on Peacock. The 0-2 pitch, another swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks on the day for Zack Wheeler. That is 5 strikeouts in a row by Wheeler as we start off the top of the third. A high fastball that Tovar just went chasing after. 34 pitches by Wheeler so far. And the first pitch to Brian Serven. He will lift that one over to third base. The throw is fielded on the hop, and throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. Thought it was popped up, but it was a ground ball. It took a high hop, though. A very high hop. We can't jinx it, though. But even though we're not watching this in real time, because we're technically late. But yeah, we can't jinx it. All right, Charlie Blackmon comes up, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. So Serven just grounded into a 5-3 put out. The 0-1 pitch to Blackmon. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal over at third base, and they say that he went. According to Tony Randazzo, the third base umpire. The 0-2 pitch to Blackmon. He just fouls that one back towards the screen. Blackman's sunglasses look really awesome. He's 36 years old. The 0-2 pitch. That's fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the top of the third inning. 39 pitches by Wheeler. And the 0-2 pitch. Another check swing foul ball. Blackmon was it was a little bit of an excuse me swing. It just lobbed me out of Peacock. How about that? They just lobbed me out of Peacock. Well, this is why we have this too. Huh. What just happened? Next pitch was a swing and a miss, and, well, Blackmon struck out, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. So the Phillies lead 1-0. That was a little bizarre. It literally just blacked out on me, Peacock. Another strikeout, though, by Wheeler, man. Sick. What's that now, 7 Ks? Yeah. 7 Ks. Bottom of the third we go. Phillies lead 1-0. There's the Philly fanatic. Over towards the third base dugout. Nice. That was quick. That was the quickest timeout I've ever seen. Unless we were delayed the whole entire time. Jeez. So Clemens comes up and he bunts at the first pitch and it's foul. Huh. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. So Clemens only has 1 hit on the season in 7 games. 8-9-1 coming up for the Fightins. And the 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. So Urena has given up 2 walks. And, well, the only hit that he's allowed was the solo home run to Trey Turner. 2-1 pitch. Inside and low for a ball. All right, we're gonna X out of that. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss to Cody Clemens. And that makes it a full count now. Clemens was a part of the trade for Gregory Soto for the Phils. He was included in that package. Payoff pitch to Clemens. Clemens will lift that one high and deep to right field. That is a no doubt about it home run. And that makes it a 2-0 ball game. A fastball right down Broad Street and Clemens giving a little salute to the fans. 2-0 Philadelphia. And the bank is on fire right now. That thing went a long ways. It almost had an opportunity of going into the second deck. Man, as soon as he hit it, he gave a little bat flip. And now Sosa comes up. Had an exit velocity of 103 miles per hour. Wow. That's one way to get your second hit. And then Mundo Sosa comes up. He struck out 3 times last night. The 1-0 pitch is lined foul. Phillies getting things going so far. 37 pitches by Urena, and the 30th one comes right up. The 1-1. Foul back towards the screen again. Yeah, man. This guy's allowed 11 home runs. That leads the league now. The 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive that just hooks foul towards the third base side. That went towards the went right towards the fan, and the fan just missed it. The 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive over to third base, but it's played on the hop by McMahon, and the throw over to first is just in time. Man, Sosa was hustling out of the batter's box, and he was out by about half a step or so. I got to make sure I cut that Cody Clemens home run call. That felt really good. It feels like this team is gaining confidence. Every time we say that, though, something happens. So I'm not putting all my eggs in a basket yet. But yeah, like, you're right. You're right. It does. First pitch to Bryson Stott as he comes back up, and we flip the lineup card. It's taken for a strike. The second one is popped foul behind home plate. Pitch clock really does speed the game up. When I called minor league games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, there was, the games on average were about like 2 hours and 20 minutes. But it still feels weird just seeing it at the major league level. It just does. Because I've been watching it for so long, and it's just wild. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Stott. Way up high for a ball. I was looking at the NBA Finals schedule this year, and the finals start on June 1st, and they go as late as June 18th, which is just so long. The 1-2 pitch. It's popped up towards shallow left field. McMahon gets underneath it, goes over towards the fair foul line, and he'll make the catch for the second out. And Stott will pop out over to third base. Yeah, June 1st to June 18th. June 18th would be if there's a Game 7. They have 2 days in between each game. Which, from a player's health perspective, like, that's a good thing. But just from a fan perspective, that's a long time. First pitch to Trey Turner. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. So Turner and Clemens, who have the 2 hits on the day for the Phillies, they both have been solo home runs. The 0-1, that's taken at the knees for a called strike. Yeah, the Stanley Cup playoffs too. Yeah, you're right. They do. But the Stanley Cup playoffs, actually, I think they end earlier, don't they? The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball over to third base, and it's foul. No, every player on the Phillies team has a home run. All 9 of their hits are all solo home runs. Huh. The 0-2. Turner will pop this one up. He's not so happy with himself, but it goes out to right field. Blackman takes 2 steps towards home plate, and they'll make the catch for out number 3. But the Phillies get another run on a solo home run by Cody Clemens, and they now lead it 2-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. So Turner, what did he just do? Fly out to right field? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. We are going to be going on for a post-game show tonight. We'll be going on, we'll be going on at 8 o'clock again, and we'll do a post-game show, and we'll talk just about this team, because I haven't done a pod on them in a little bit of time. So if you guys want to call in, first of all, join the Discord server. The link is down below. It's actually pinned in the comments section, like right up above. And if you guys want to give your thoughts on this team and have your voice being heard on tonight's post game show, make sure that you come on. We'll be going on at 8 o'clock. I'll be giving obviously my opening monologue, and then I'll open up the floor to you guys, and we'll talk about Phillies. We'll talk about the Phils, man. Obviously, if you guys want to talk about the NBA and that stuff too, we're not going to be doing that. We won't be doing that tonight. We'll be doing another podcast on probably Wednesday or so. Once the second round is set, and we'll talk about the Sixers Celtics. We'll give a little preview on that. And then I got to do a Flyers. Tomorrow I gotta put out my Patriots. I gotta put out a Patriots podcast tomorrow and talk about the draft, because both the Phillies and the Sixers are off tomorrow, so that's the perfect day to do it. So I gotta do that tomorrow, and I still haven't heard back from my guest yet on the Flyers. So, but I have to make sure that I'm reaching out and do more of that too. But yeah, if you guys want to come on and join the conversation and be on the voice call for tonight for the postgame pod, come on and join the Discord server. The link is down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. That'll be fun. Larry's going to be there. You guys got to come. 1 ball, no strikes to Jerks and Profar. And Profar will take the next pitch just a little bit below the knee. So Zack Wheeler has almost been perfect. 3 innings, only 1 walk allowed, and 7 strikeouts. The 2-0 outside for a ball. It's Profar, McMahon, and Crone coming up for the Rockies in this inning. But it's 3 balls, no strikes. That's now the third 3-ball count that Zack Wheeler has fallen into today, but he has been cruising. 3-0 pitch. On the outside corner, it was taken for a high strike by Profar. I don't know, when Profar was just coming into the league, he had so much hype. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider at 92 miles per hour. He's had an all right career, though. He's a good contact hitter who can steal. 3-2 pitch. That is going to be fouled back towards the third base side. Brett, I saw that you were on here. I forgot to give you a shout out, man. I haven't heard from you in a while. Thanks for coming back on, my guy. Yeah, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I'll post an announcement, too. 3-2. That's fouled back towards the third base side, and it just goes into the seats. But yes, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock I'll be going on for... It'll be a post-game show / just a Phillies pod, just to talk more about this team and give thoughts and make some points. Talk about Bryce Harper and his recovery and all that sort of stuff. 3-2 pitch. That's lined out to right field over the head of Bryson Stott, and Castellanos will get over to it, but there's a base hit to start off the 4th inning, and, well, that ruins the no-hitter that Zack Wheeler was throwing. And I did not curse him. I did not curse him. Do you think a plus 2.5 for this team is a good one to bet? 2.5, like, runs scored? I do. First pitch in this at bat to McMahon. That is lined out to right field. Nick Castellanos bobbles it, but keeps it right in front of him. And Profar just goes over to second base. Man, if he would have read that more perfectly, he actually could have went over to third. It just dropped in, and he was slowing up, and Profar was like halfway between second base, maybe a quarter of a way between second and third by the time that Castellanos just started to bobble it. So back-to-back singles for Profar and McMahon, and that sets the table for C.J. Crone. Crone from Fullerton, California. Played at Utah. And the first pitch to Crone is fouled back towards the first base side. Do you think a plus 2.5 for this team is a good one to bet? If you're talking about like 2.5 runs, for the Phillies, yeah, totally. They're gonna score more than 2.5 runs. They literally just have to score one more run for you. Second pitch, that's in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher, and everybody's gonna move up a base. So just like that, within the blink of an eye, a base hit now could actually tie the game up at 2 apiece. There's nobody out, and runners are now over at second and third. The pitch was outside. It was a slider, and JT really couldn't do anything to keep it in front of him as it got right over towards his left side, and they ruled it as a wild pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Crone. And the pitch. That's outside and low. It was a slider again, but JT was able to play that one more perfectly. Rockies are 3 for 21 with runners in scoring position in this series. 2-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. They're actually hitting .219 with runners in scoring position, and that is the lowest among all major league teams. 3 balls, 1 strike. McMahon over at second, and the pitch. Outside for ball 4. So back-to-back singles, and now a walk issued by Zack Wheeler. And this is starting to be a little bit concerning now as a timeout is called on the mound between JT and Zack Wheeler. It's only 12:56. Wow. Caleb Cotham goes out there, see what's up with his pitcher, and try to communicate and settle things down. I didn't think that it would happen this quickly. The good news is that, well, the Phillies can get an out of any bag, including over at home plate. So, and the double play depth is intact. So, that is the good news for the Phils. Once we get Bryce back, I feel like we're going to be really, really good. I agree with that, Brett, man. Totally. Bryce Harper is going to even take the team to another level. He is like, I still think he's like one of the top 3 best players in baseball just because of the WAR, man. Like, he carried that Phillies team in 2020, and he did really well last year. Everybody goes back to their spots. And the first pitch to Mike Moustakas, who has had a pretty good career with the bases loaded. Lifetime-wise, he takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Defense playing at a pretty normal depth. The 1-0. It's in the dirt and inside for ball 2. That time he went with a curveball, but Moustakas decided not to bite. So we were in a jam. On deck is Jonathan Daza. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-0 pitch. That's hooked foul back behind the screen. It hits the MLB.TV sign. It was a fastball down the middle, and we dared him to go after that, but Moustakas just got a piece of it. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the 4th. And the next pitch is up high and outside. A fastball at 96 miles per hour. And you wonder if Moustakas gets on, when they're going to make a call to the bullpen. Or start to get somebody warming up, I should say. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock and the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball at 96 miles per hour. It was a big pitch by Wheeler. Can he try to win this battle? He has 60 pitches so far. This has been, obviously, his most pitches in an inning. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. That's popped foul behind home plate. Moustakas will try to go at it again. Look out in center field, man. There is like so many people standing. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout by Zack Wheeler. And that's 8 Ks on the day. He was behind in the count 3-1 and got a huge strikeout to get Moustakas fishing. Whew. That was huge. And now, a double play could end the inning. Bases are loaded. The Phillies lead 2-0. Daza comes up, and the first pitch he sees, he swings and misses at the sweeper, right down Broad Street. Daza is 2 for 2 with the bases loaded this season. He has a .571 batting average with the bases loaded. Can the Phillies try to defy those odds? 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1. That's fouled back towards the first base side, and it goes about 15 rows or so into the stands. This would be absolutely huge. On deck is Castro. Fans clapping along here. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler has to try to get this off, and he does so. The 0-2 pitch, and it ends up hitting Daza. Oh, it hit him on the left elbow, and he goes down really hard. He is in a lot of pain. And nonetheless, a run will come in to score. And that's a hit-by-pitch RBI. He is in a lot of pain. And the trainer goes out there to make sure that he's okay. He is just He does not look good at all. That thing came in really fast and just hit him. I believe it was on the hand. My goodness, when a 97-mile-per-hour fastball is coming at you like that, you really got to watch out. But regardless, it's a 2-1 game now on the RBI hit by pitch by Daza. Oh, yeah, got him right on the left. I think it was the middle finger that got him. Oh, my gosh. So Keith Duggar is out there. He is the head athletic trainer for the Colorado Rockies. Daza does get up. They're trying to see if he feels any sort of pressure. And, yeah, that thing came at him really fast. Glad to see that he's okay. But, man, he was in a lot of pain. And let's see, Profar pats him on the back. Is he going to go over to first base? I don't know. Man, you never like to see those types of injuries happen. So he is going to go over to first base. He's going to try to shake it off. Man, he's going to wake up sore tomorrow. He is really going to be waking up sore. That was a 96-mile-per-hour fastball that came right at his hand. And bases are still loaded, so there's one out in the top of the fourth. The Phillies lead 2-1 on the RBI hit by pitch by Daza. And Castro comes up to the plate with the bases still loaded. A swing and a miss on a fastball at 95 miles per hour. Forgot to mention that coming in to score was Jurickson Profar. He is the guy that scored the run. The 0-1 pitch. That is going to be sent out to center field. Marsh plays it plays it, makes the catch. The throw over to home plate is not going to be in time, and now we have a tie ball game on an RBI sacrifice fly by Harold Castro. So now we're back to an even game. Runners are still over at first and second. And McMahon came in to score the second run in the inning for the Rockies. I give him another batter. First pitch to Tavar. That is going to be grounded foul. John, what's up? What's up, John? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. How you doing, man? No balls, one strike. Runners at first and second. It's 2-2 in the top of the fourth. The 0-1 pitch to Tavar. That's taken for a strike, and it looked like it was up high, but not according to Todd Tishner behind the plate. Tavar was one of the strikeout victims for Zack Wheeler. He's had a lot of them today. The 0-2 pitch, outside and high for a ball. One ball, two strikes by Wheeler, and the pitch. That's going to be lined out to right field, and that will be in there for a base hit. Castellanos fields on the hop to throw over to home plate. Is not in time, and well, the Rockies take the lead. On an RBI opposite field single, it scores C.J. Cron. Well, that was a pitch that was left over the middle of the plate, and Tavar did not miss a beat on it. And now, if you're Caleb Cotham, you're wondering if you're going to make a call to the bullpen now. So that makes it a 3-2 lead for the Rockies as they come back. And now they're up. Runners are at the corners as over at third base is Jonathan Daza. And Luis Ortiz is now warming up in the bullpen. So the Phillies trail 3-2. The first pitch. It's on the inside corner for a called strike at 95 miles per hour. Servin up at the plate. Servin does have one RBI on the season. A 200 batting average. We were at 16 pitches in the first, 15 in the second, 10 in the third, and 31 here in the fourth so far. The 0-1 pitch, that's outside. And that's not in there for a strike. I was looking to see if JT was going to throw over to second base because I didn't know if the runner was going over to second, but no. Colorado only has 2 stolen bases on the season. That's it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Servin. The throw back over to first is not in time. Chris Bryant left yesterday's game with an injury, so he is on a day-to-day status. That's why Profar's playing out in left field for him. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike at the knees. Defense playing at a normal depth. Stotts up the middle. Turner's over towards the in between the third base bag and second base. So they're playing him the pull. Time was called by Servin. He took a quick step out of the batter's box. Now he's back in there. The 75th pitch coming right up for Zack Wheeler. And the 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. And that'll do it. The runner at first was going over to second base, but doesn't even matter. But the Rockies do get 3 runs on an RBI hit by pitch by Jonathan Daza, a sac fly by Harold Castro, and an RBI single by Ezequiel Tovar. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Phillies trail 3-2. Hey, JJ, good to hear your voice during these stressful times. John, I appreciate you coming on here, man. I haven't seen you in a bit, man. How you doing? So Servin with a backwards K. Man, I wish I could, what was I going to say? I've always wondered, like, I don't know why, like, they don't do this at the bank, but you know how, like, people, like, would show, like, the amount of Ks? Like, I would always see it, like, on 2K, or I would see it on MLB The Show, right? Like, you know, you flip the Ks over, like, out in center field or something like that, and, you just rack them up, and it shows, like, how many strikeouts there are. I wish that they did that at the bank. I've always wanted to do that. That's always been, like, something, like, every time I used to play MLB The Show, or even on 2K, like, when I was really young, MLB was on 2K, like, I would see that some of the time, and I'm like, man, like, I wish I could do that. Not an NBA fan, but here for every Phillies game, sometimes I just stay quiet. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate the love and the support. So, but it's always good to hear from you. And look, for those of you that are new to my channel, if you guys want to come on tonight for the, oh my gosh, really? If you guys want to come on tonight for the post-game show, we're going to have a post-game pod. Really just a Phillies pod in general, just talking about the last couple of series, what we like, what we didn't like, and talk about Bryce Harper's progression and that type of stuff. If you guys want your voices to be heard tonight, if you want to have a conversation with me, I'll literally get you on. Just join my Discord server down below. It's in the description area, and we'll talk about the fightins, man. You know, come on and let's have a conversation. Get you on for a couple of minutes. You can give your thoughts about how this team has been doing so far. The server's down below. It's also pinned at the very top of the live chat as well. So, yeah. So it'll be at 8 o'clock. That's when we're gonna go on. FanDuel still has Phillies favored to win while losing. So, yeah, no, they should, because Phillies deserve that. All right, Schwarber comes up. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Phils. You can hear my pre-subsequent voice. I'm 7 years old. That's fine, man. I don't care. That's funny, though. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And the 2-0, that's in the dirt for ball 3. Ugh. So Castellanos waits on deck. He had 2 home runs last night. Schwarber ahead in the count, though, 3-0. And the pitch. That is just on the inside corner. And it's a 3-1 count now. JK, add 20 odd years. 3-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over to first base, but it just goes foul. I'll be honest with you, I'm a 7-year-old kid at heart. That's why I do this. Seriously. Like, this, to me, keeps me really young. I'm 25, though. So, that's nice. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As we start off the bottom of the 4th. And the payoff pitch to Schwarber. Schwarber will ground that one foul towards the first base side. That time it was hit a lot harder than the previous pitch. Urena still out there on the bump for his 4th inning of work. And the payoff pitch. Inside and low. And that's the 2nd time today that Kyle Schwarber has walked. And that's actually back-to-back innings where the Phillies have gotten the leadoff man aboard. Hey, some people can. I see people that are in spelling bees at a young age. Here's Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch is outside and low for a ball. My girlfriend says the same about me. Yeah, I'm a 7-year-old at heart. I can't complain. I don't deny it. Castellanos comes up in the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt and inside for ball 2. So Urena has thrown 6 balls so far in this inning. And 4 strikes. Castellanos grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in his first at-bat. That's when he lines that one out to left field, and it drops in for a base hit. Profar could not make the catch. And runners go from station to station. Would have been a tough play, but Profar was trying to figure out if he should slide for it or dive for it, and he just landed right on his left knee at the very last second, and it ricocheted right off the bottom of his glove as he put it in an open face-down position. So runners are nonetheless at first and second. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Schwarber got on with a walk. Castellanos got on with a single. I believe that's what they're going to score it as. And now Brandon Marsh comes up, and the first pitch he fouls that one over to the first base side. It's grounded foul. Yep, they'll rule it as a base hit. Marsh walked back in the 2nd inning. He's batting .359 on the season, 3 homers and 11 RBI. Schwarber takes the lead off at 2nd, and the 0-1 pitch up high for a ball. He went with the fastball at 95 miles per hour. Excuse me. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1. Just on the upper 3rd part of the strike zone. That was called a strike. Didn't look like it was, but according to Todd Tishner's strike zone, it was. That was way up high. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch to Marsh. That's lined foul down the 3rd base line. So he stays alive. There's Profar out in left field. They're showing him because thought maybe he could have made the catch on Castellanos' line drive hit. 1-2 pitch. It's fouled off again towards the 3rd base side. Good at bat by Brandon Marsh. He is 8 for 17 with runners in scoring position this season, and one of those hits that he had was a walk-off base hit when the Phillies were down 2-0 against the Reds. Urena looks back at second, and the 1-2 pitch to Marsh. In the dirt and inside, a changeup at 87 miles per hour. And the count is even at 2-2. Castellanos over at first. Marsh up at the plate. Schwarber over at second. The 2-2. Up high for ball 3. A slider at 84 miles per hour, and it did not come back into the strike zone. Big payoff pitch coming up. Urena looks back at second. And the payoff pitch. In the dirt for ball 4. And Marsh walks, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Phillies in the bottom of the 4th. 2 walks issued in this inning so far by Urena, and Castellanos will go over to second base. Schwarber goes over to third, and JT Realmuto is coming up for the Phils. But before that happens, the pitching coach, Darryl Scott, is going to go out there to talk. Well, no, it's Bud Black. Suter, I believe, is going to come into the game. He was warming up in the bullpen. Brent Suter, that is. I don't know if Urena's day is done yet. I tell you, Bud Black and Darryl Scott actually look really similar. It is Darryl Scott. Holy moly. Ooh, JJ, you see that? Your boy called it, spoke. Yep. No, I saw it. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw it. Here's JT. But the base is loaded, and the first pitch was outside and low. So Urena cannot find the strike zone. He's 31 years old. He's from the Dominican Republic. He's 6'2" and stands at 208 pounds. The 1-0 pitch. Outside. Oh, man. That was a bad call by the home plate umpire. And it's a 1-1 count. That was way outside. And low. Wow. Bases loaded. Nobody out for the Phillies. The 1-1 pitch to Realmuto. He fouls that one back towards the first base side. It goes into the second deck over the Toyota sign. Realmuto is due for a big hit. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Can the Phillies retake the lead again? The 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball over to third base. The throw over to second is in time. But an RBI fielder's choice ground out by JT Realmuto. Marsh was just out at second base and not by much. And let's see if he was out. I didn't think he was, but let's see. That's a close play over at second. But good job by JT to beat it out. I mean, there was no throw over to first, but at least he hustled. I guess he was out by half a step. Huh. So an RBI fielder's choice. And coming in to score was Kyle Schwarber, and it's a 3-3 game. Runners at the corners with 1 out, and now Bohm comes up, and the first pitch is inside. Fastball at 96 on the gun. The 1-0 pitch. That is lined out to left field, and it just hooks foul again. Man, Alec Bohm missed a home run in his last at-bat. Not by much. And that time he drilled a pitch out to left field and it hooked foul. I believe you. Urena has allowed at least 3 earned runs in all 4 of his outings so far this season. So that's his average, and, well, he's given up his average so far. Bohm, who led the league in sacrifice flies last season, he had 10. There's an opportunity for him to do one here. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Runners at the corners. Throwback over to first is not in time. JT Realmuto, got to watch out for him on the base paths. He was stole second base and then just got caught stealing over at third base the last time he got on with the fielder's choice. Time is called. Time is called, yeah. They're showing Bud Black over there. I think warnings were issued to Bud Black again. Yep. Warnings were issued, and now we play on. Bud Black got ejected on Friday. They didn't call it pitch clock violation, did they? No. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bohm. Takes a step out of the batter's box and now gets back in. And now the home plate umpire, Todd Tishner, is signaling something. Don't know what it is. But regardless, Bohm is up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bohm. And the pitch. Inside for a ball. The throw over to second is not in time. There wasn't even a throw over to second base, and JT goes in there safely. So now you have runners over at second and third. Brian Servin thought he was going to throw it, but JT was just that fast. The 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle. It does not get through the hole to throw over to first. It was a little bit high, but the tag is in time. And the Phillies retake the lead, though, on an RBI ground out as Castellanos comes in to score. And JT also goes over to third base. And the Phils are up 4-3. Good piece of hitting by Alec Bohm. The throw by Tavar was almost a little bit high, but good job by C.J. Cron to make the tag and apply that to get Alec Bohm. So there's an RBI ground out by Alec Bohm, and the Phillies retake the lead 4-3. JT is over at third base, and there's 2 outs, and now we have a pitch and change. And the Phillies will be right back in just a few moments. But they lead at 4-3. We wanted that much more today. We do. Hey, we're at our score right now for that's been taking the place over the last couple of days. If somebody could actually look this up for me, I don't know if there's like a whole thing about this, but I'm curious to see like if there was ever a time in baseball like where the same score and the same result happened like in 3 straight games. The Phillies won 4-3 on Friday. They won 4-3 on Saturday, and if they win 4-3 today, would that be the first time that that's ever happened? If somebody could look that up for me, I'd appreciate that. That would be really wild. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload or when I go live. We'll also be going live for a post-game show tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll be taking some of your calls if you join the Discord server. And, yeah, that's what we'll be doing. If you guys want to join in, feel free to do so. Talk about the Phils. Bro, all this talk about the Mets, and I'm sorry, but, like, I don't like trashing teams, but, like, bro, you won 100 games last year. You slipped the division, and yet you, like, lost to the Padres in the wild card round. Like, all this talk, man. Yeah, Urena's done. All right, so here we go. Brent Suter comes in. He pitched on Friday. He has a 1.38 ERA. And he will try to get Cody Clemens out. Clemens homered in his last at-bat, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. So Urena, his day is done, but the runner over at third is his responsibility. The 1-0 pitch, that's lined foul towards the third base side. Clemens, that was only his second hit on the season. The home run that he had back in the third. The 1-1. And Clemens lifts that one high and deep to right field again, but it did not get the same amount of a distance as the other one, and that'll do it. As it is caught out in right field by Charlie Blackmon, but the Phillies do retake the lead, And they're up 4-3 thanks to an RBI fielder's choice by JT Realmuto and an RBI ground out by Alec Boehm. We go to the top of the fifth. The Phillies lead 4-3. Okay. I thought he had that one. Again. All right, let me take a very quick step off. I'll be right back in just a few moments. All righty. Okay, here we go. Charlie Blackmon's coming up to start off the top of the fifth inning, so we go back to the top of the lineup, and the first pitch is inside for a ball. So Wheeler back out there for another inning. Give up 3 earned runs back in the fourth, and Blackmon will line that one foul down the first base line. Charlie is 0 for 2, grounded out to first base to start off the game, and then he struck out in the third inning. 8 men came up to the plate for the Rockies in their last inning, and Blackmon will lift that one over to right field. Castellanos gets a good read on it, and will make the catch on the line out to right field by Charlie Blackmon. As we start off the top of the fifth inning. Phillies got it, fofo. That's mad annoying. Paul, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I give you this content for free. Best thing you can do is support me. We've been going at it for 4 months. And we do Phillies games, we do Sixers games. And that's what we're doing right now. We also do Patriots podcasts and Philadelphia Flyers podcast too. Profar comes up. The 0-1 pitch. It's grounded foul towards the first base side. It was a curveball at 80 miles per hour by Zack Wheeler, who has 80 pitches on the day. He was cruising along throughout the first 3 innings and then got into a lot of trouble in that fourth inning. Gave up the lead, but now the Phillies have it back. The 0-2 pitch by Profar to Profar. That is in the dirt. Oh, man. I looked that up for you. Wait. Sixers got the sweep. It happened 3 times? Really? Thank you. Wow. The 1-2 pitch. That is just a little bit down low for a ball. It's happened 3 times. Huh. In history. It's crazy. The 2-2 pitch. That is lined foul down the first base line. So, for those of you that are just tuning into this, I said in the last inning, since the Phillies won 4-3 on Friday, they won 4-3 on Saturday. If they win today by a final score of 4-3, which it is right now, it's 4-3 in the 5th inning. We still have plenty of baseball left. I wondered if that has ever happened. And John, credit to him, told me that it's happened 3 times, where it was the same score and the same outcome. So that's cool. 2-2 pitch was fouled. 1 out in the top of the 5th. And the next pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. The third base umpire says that Profar held his swing. He held his horses. Huh. They were 4 consecutive as well. Wow. 3-2 pitch. That's fouled back. So 86 pitches by Wheeler. Man, shout out to John, man. Give him a lot of credit. He's my spotter. 3-2 pitch. Outside and high for ball 4. And Wheeler issues his 3rd walk on the day. So Profar, who singled to start off the 4th inning, gets on with a walk with 1 out. Make sure to sub the drop. Icy, man. What's going on, dude? Thanks for coming on here. Love the work that you've been putting in, man. First pitch. That's inside for a ball. Dude, how was everything yesterday? Phillies will have 8 or 9 runs today. Hopefully. 1 ball, no strikes. To Ryan McMahon, who had the big 3-run home run in Friday night's game. That was the only 3 runs that the Rockies scored that night. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled back. Ryan McMahon, didn't know he was a quarterback in high school, really. He went to Mater Dei High School. Wonder where that is. I'll have to look that up. He was the quarterback from 2010 to 2012. Throwback over to first base is not in time as Profar took a big lead off at first. Good job by Wheeler to recognize that. I bet you if McMahon gets on here, they're going to have to make a call to the bullpen. The 1-1 in the dirt for a ball. If the Hawks win, that would be crazy. I hope that they do. I want us to buy more time for Joel, man. We gotta have more time for Joel to get healthy. I don't like the whole MRI thing, and it's actually really scaring me. That's why I'm doing the Phillies game, though, today, because they're winning. That does not scare me. 2-1 pitch. It's fouled back towards the third base side, and it goes out of play. So 91 pitches by Wheeler. Struck out 7 in his first 3 innings. Clemens trying to hold Profar over at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the 5th. The Phillies lead 4-3 against the Rockies. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. A slider at 89 miles per hour, and that's now 10 Ks by Zack Wheeler. He has reached double digits. He went with a slider that was inside and low, and McMahon went fishing. He's nodding his head as he goes back to the dugout. That's his 17th career game where he's had at least 10 or more strikeouts. And now C.J. Cron comes up, another tough customer. And the first pitch, a 96-mile-per-hour fastball taken right at the knees. Cron has 5 home runs on the season. He had his 5th one in the first game. That would give the Rockies a 2-0 lead on Thursday. Profar leads off at first. He got on with a walk. The 0-1. Another swing and a miss on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. Oh, whoop. They just refreshed the pitch clock. This time must have been called. They didn't show it because now they're showing Bryce Harper. We'll talk a lot about Bryce Harper. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And the 0-2 pitch, way up high for a ball. Yeah, Cody Clemens homered. And Trey Turner homered. Trey Turner homered to start the game off. Yeah. Cron still in the batter's box. On deck is Mike Moustakas. And the 1-2 pitch. That's popped up towards shallow center field. Marsh comes running towards home plate, and he'll make the catch for the third and final out. No runs, one man left, and the Phillies go to the bottom of the fifth inning as they lead 4-3. Sosa, Stott, and Turner coming up for the Fightins. All right. Fly out to center field. It's a F8. Yeah, Cody Clemens. How many people do we got on Restream now? I didn't want to have, I don't like always looking at it. But let's see. We got 25 people. Good. We have a really good crowd on here tonight. If you guys haven't done so already, if you guys know people that, like, love the Phillies as much as I do, or love the Sixers or the Patriots as much as I do, you know, make sure that you spread the word and tell people about who I am. This is obviously play-by-play with JJ for those of you that are just tuning into me for the very first time. 4 months, man. 4 months we've been putting out content. We started while I was interning at NFL Films, and, you know, after the season was done, I was like, you know what, we're going to do this more and more. We're going to put in more work and edit more highlights. We just had another highlight video come out yesterday on the first round of the Sixers Nets series. So if you haven't done so, check that out. And also feel free to give me constructive criticism and feedback on how you think the calls were and what I could be doing better. Because this is also, you know, like, I don't want to just get compliments and stuff. I want people to, you know, give me some, like, actual feedback. If there's stuff that you guys think that I should be implementing more, like in my cast or whatever, like, ideas are always welcome. So, you know, always welcome. I've told my friends about you. Oh boy, did you tell them good things or bad things? No, that's funny. No, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Seriously, that's good. You know, we're really trying to grow a family on here. Desi, what's up, Desi? Sosa comes up. All right, so we got oh my gosh, Nick Swisher and the Philly Fanatic, man. The Philly Fanatic was just all over in his face. He was trying to kiss him. It's a happy birthday. What's that, to the Philly Fanatic? That's to the Philly Fanatic, huh? It's the Fanatic's birthday. All right, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Happy birthday, Philly Fanatic. Wow. 2-1 pitch. That is lined over the first baseman's head into right field. Another leadoff base hit for the Phillies. And Edmundo Sosa gets aboard. How about that? Is it the Philly Fanatic's birthday? It has to be the Philly Fanatic's birthday today. Look at the cake. The cake, it's a little castle cake. I was thinking, yeah, it's filled with so many colors. It looks so good. First pitch to Bryson Stott. That is taken down low and way outside for a ball. So Stott is 0 for 2. He's lined out. He's also fouled out today as well. And Sosa takes another lead off at first. And the throw, Sosa's going to get caught into a rundown now. Crone throws it over to second base. The throw back to first is just in time as Sosa tried to go diving back towards the bag. He just had a little bit of space in between first base and second base, and he just yelled, damn. And he gets caught stealing over at first base. Suter actually did a pretty good job at just looking back over there and just made the right play, and Sosa was caught sleeping at the wheel. So there's 1 out now and nobody on. The 1-0 pitch is taken up high for ball 2. Those types of things can certainly be rally killers. 2-0 pitch. It's going to be popped out towards shallow left center field, and Profar comes in, and they'll make the catch. That could have been a bloop single, but Profar was hustling out there, and he had to run a long ways just to go over to the baseball, and he caught it right on the line. Need the Hawks win tonight. I agree with you. I agree with you, man. What's up, HT? I want the Hawks to win too, man. We need Joel to recover. You know what I'm saying? We really do. All right. Trey Turner comes up. Nobody on, 2 outs now. Turner had a big solo home run back in the first inning. And the 1-0 pitch, that is at the knees for a called strike. So Sosa got on with a single, but then was caught over at first base. He was trying to get back to the bag, and then he got caught into a little bit of a rundown. And then Stott just lined out to left field. The 2-1 pitch to Turner. That is taken for a high strike on the upper third part of the strike zone. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and Turner goes down swinging, and that'll do it. But the Phillies still lead 4-3. No men were left, and we go to the top of the 6th. Phillies up by 1. Oof. Thank you for the coverage, bro. Yeah, man, like, no problem. You know? Like, I know that it's not on the NBC Sports app today. It was funny. I was trying to get Peacock, like, on my monitor, and I'm usually, like, looking over at this screen right here. But thank goodness I have a TV, because I can't, like, log into the Peacock app on here, because I don't have, like, a Peacock account, and the only way that I was trying to figure out, like, how to get it was, like, you know, you have to have a Peacock account. That's what I thought, or that's what I was told. And so I was just like, let's just turn it on the TV and let's just use the Peacock app. And I don't think that that's going to be available anymore, like after like June 21st or something like that. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, as always, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe for all the Phillies games, for all the Sixers games. As of right now, we also do Patriots games too. We'll be doing Flyers games next year. Hopefully they're going to be good again. But we do Flyers podcasts for sure. We have a Patriots pod coming up tomorrow. And yeah, then we have to wait and see what happens with the Sixers. Obviously, we don't do Phillies games on Sixers days right now because for the Sixers, they are just the top priority. But yeah. Like, sub, and spread the word about this up and corner, folks. Thanks, dude. Thanks, guys. Means a lot. Yes, 6 people used to be on here, and now it's up to 24. This is just within the span of 4 months. It's just because of the community that we are building. It's not just me. This is all on you guys, too. And also, I wanted to also mention, pinned at the very top of this live chat, okay, is the new Discord server that we have. We're going to be going on tonight for a Phillies postgame show at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If you haven't done so already, get on Discord, and if you want to voice your opinions on this Phillies team tonight, obviously I'll be giving like my opening monologue and stuff, but then I'll be taking live calls. So if you guys want to give me your thoughts and just have a conversation with me about the Phillies, come on the Discord, man. That's what we do. So we go to the top of the 6th. It's no balls and 1 strike to Moustakas, and the next pitch is at the knees for a called strike. So Zack Wheeler is still out there on the bump. He's going back for his 6th inning of work. The 0-2 to Moustakas is up high for a ball. So Wheeler was doing really well throughout his first 3 innings, and then he just had that little hiccup in the 4th where he gave up the lead and gave up all 3 of his runs, and he had a pretty clean 5th inning. 1-2 pitch. It's down below the knees for a ball. 260 today? That'd be really cool. I'd be up for that. 260 would be awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That is the goal. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is up high for a ball. JJ, I'll give you my login. Oh, congrats on pass. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. The payoff pitch. There's a high fly ball out to left field, but it's playable. And Schwarber takes 2 steps over to his left and will make the catch for the first out. Moustakas is retired to start off the 6th inning. Where's Moustakas? There he is. That is 3 straight retired by Zack Wheeler. I'll give you my login. I hope you can log on. Congrats on passing. We'll just have to PM each other. I pay for it. Oh, for Peacock? Oh. I appreciate that, man. We're not going to be having any more games on Peacock as of I think that there's only like one other game that the Phillies will be playing on Peacock. So it's just for this one and for that one in September. I think it's when they play against Milwaukee. So I do appreciate that, man, but it really means a lot. I'm gonna pass up on it now though. But dude, if it means a lot. It does. You guys can also feel free to email me too. I have an email that's down below in the comments section. It's jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. Have that for business inquiries, but it's also for you guys too. 2 balls, 2 strikes as the next pitch was down low and outside. I'm getting away from the play-by-play. What am I doing? But I also love interacting with you guys. You guys are the best. The 2-2 pitch by Wheeler. That's fouled back towards the screen by Trejo. I didn't even introduce him. So Trejo comes in to pinch hit for Jonathan Daza. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch by Wheeler. That's just fouled back towards the screen. 1 out in the 6th inning. Alan Trejo has 9 hits and 36 at-bats this season, and he also has 3 RBI. The 2-2 delivery. That is ripped out to left field, and thankfully it hooks foul. It went into the 3rd deck. Very close to the stairs. Whew. 109 pitches by Zack Wheeler, and this is going to be his last inning. For sure. Ortiz is warming up for the Phils. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Trejo lost his footing as he goes down on one knee. And there's another strikeout by Wheeler. That's 11 Ks on the day. He was stumbling. Man, it looked like Zack Wheeler broke his ankles like a basketball player. That is funny. That might be all over Bleacher Report. 2 outs. And the first pitch to Castro was lifted out high and deep to left center field, but Marsh goes over to the warning track and will make the catch right in front of the big wall out in left center field. And Zack Wheeler, that'll most likely be the end of his day as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning and the Phillies lead 4-3. Good job. All right, well, Wheeler did his thing. Oh, well, never mind then, dude. No, I appreciate it, but I seriously do. It means a lot. But yeah, feel free to email me, guys, if you guys have any sort of questions or if you want to give me feedback on how you think that this whole thing has been going, what I could be doing better. I'm always open to thoughts and ideas, seriously. You can also DM me on Discord. Join the Discord server. Please, if there's anything that you take away from today, besides a Phillies win, hopefully, join the Discord server and subscribe to my channel. Okay. Let's take a sip of water. What do you think of Orioles and Rays sweep? I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been watching it because I've been so busy with doing my thing for the Sixers and for the Phillies. Just been super, super busy. But that does, what was I gonna say? So the Orioles and Rays, like, are they? Are they playing each other? No, the Orioles are playing Detroit. Orioles can sweep the Rays. Can they sweep the White Sox? I think it's possible, yeah. I just can't believe that. I understand that it's the Cincinnati Reds, but at the same time, like, you're going to lose to bad teams, but the fact that the Reds, like, split the series with us and, like, beat the Tampa Bay Rays, like, in what world? How about a board showing players on base? I was thinking about that. The thing is that it's hard because when I'm doing play-by-play, like, the reason why I have, like, the scorers graphic up, like, right above my screen, this one, is because this one's a little bit delayed. And I wish that they could show people on base because every single one that I have, like, I'm behind the game because the score updates, like, in real time, in actual, like, real time. And I don't want it to get ahead because it's going to sound a little bit weird if you guys see, like, what's going on ahead of my call. You know, I'd rather be surprised. It takes the fun out of it, you know? So, but if there is another way, I would be open to do it. It's just a lot of work if I'd have to do it myself, and I don't want to make more work. But that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Kyle Schwarber comes up. All right, he has walked twice today. It's 1-1 Brad Hand comes in, the former Philadelphia Philly, and the 1-1 pitch. That is fouled back towards the screen, and it hits the backstop. So Brad Hand competed in a World Series with the Cleveland Indians back in 2016 at the time. Well, he's had a nice career. He also did play for the Phillies in the World Series last year. 1-2 pitch. Schwarber, did he go? They don't even appeal, so it's no swing. It was a curveball that was down low and away. Two balls, two strikes to Schwarber, and the pitch. A ground ball over to second base, fielded on a hop, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. Castro gobbled it up, made a sidearm throw over to first, and there's one away on 5 pitches by Brad Hand. Okay, so Schwarber grounds out. Was that a 4-3 put out? Here's Nick Castellanos. Castellanos will foul the first pitch off right back behind home plate. So Nick had 2 home runs last night. He's 1 for 2 on the day as he had a single and would end up scoring a run on an RBI ground out by Alec Boehm. That was back in the 4th inning. The 0-1 to Castellanos hits outside and away for a ball. 9 more outs. Yes, yes, yes. 28 people, man. Goal is 260. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button as well. The 1-1 pitch, outside and high for ball 2. And gets the signs and the 2-1 pitch. Castellanos will foul that one towards the third base side again, and he stays alive. So Castellanos has been one of the best hitters for the Phillies so far this season, as he just has continued to be a hitting machine. He's led the team in doubles, and he had his first 2 home runs yesterday. He's swinging the bat very well. The 2-2 pitch, and Castellanos will hit that one high and deep to right field. It goes back to the warning track, and Blackmon is there to make the catch in front of the scoreboard. Good job by Charlie Blackmon just to get a good read on it. And Castellanos, man, hit another sharp fastball out to right field, and he almost went opposite way with it. My goodness. And now Brandon Marsh comes up against Brad Hand, and he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. So Marsh has walked twice. Schwarber has walked twice. Brandon Marsh from Buford, Georgia. And he lines that one down the first base line, but it just hooks foul. Went to the right side of the first base line. Marsh is number 16 for the Phillies. He's playing out in center field. The 1-1 in the dirt and away for ball 2. It's interesting because Brandon Marsh has 13 hits and 39 at-bats. It's the 2-1 pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. But he has 29 total bases, and that is tied for second coming into today on the Phillies. He's tied with Alec Bohm, and number 1 is obviously Bryson Stott. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And Marsh goes fishing after a slider for strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies, and now we go to the top of the 7th inning as the Phils lead 4-3. Alrighty. Wheeler deserves this win. Yeah, he does. I hope that the bullpen can just do their job here. I can understand why they didn't want to go to the bullpen as early as they did, because they really trusted Zack Wheeler, and besides the hit by pitch and the singles, I felt like he was going to bounce back, and if he would have given up another base hit after that RBI single, then I would have maybe thought about it, but he got himself out of it, and the Phillies were lucky that they got some more runs back in that 4th inning, and that was nice. The green screen work that Peacock is doing to cover the NBC Sports ads behind the plate are cracking me up. I wonder how noticeable that is. You're right. I saw that. Yeah, I know. It is look, this is, I've been in I'm in production, so, I know, how stuff goes, at NFL Films or, stuff like that. I've been a part of, live sports coverages and that type of stuff, and I can understand the stress that goes behind it. Everybody that's working in the trucks and all that, there's a whole crew. And I don't know how they're, the one thing that I never really liked about streaming is that you're getting more of a delay. And now, with Amazon football, on Thursday nights and stuff like that, if you call your cable company, this is a little bit off topic, I apologize, but if you call your cable company and you're like, well, there's something wrong with my cable box, and I'm not able to get a full clean stream. It could be if you call the cable company and it's just going on for cable, it's an easy fix. With this now, if the games are being streamed, it could just be a streaming problem or it could be a cable problem. So now companies have to figure out, how did they go about that? And that's the one thing I don't like about streaming sports, online, is because it's not direct. There's no physical line. Everything is remote, Yeah, I would say so. The Phillies could win by 2. I think that's fine. Totally. Sorry about that. But yeah, Apple attack, I agree with you. I see it. Gregory Soto's out there on the bump for the Phillies. So 8-9-1 are coming up for the Colorado Rockies. Ezequiel Tovar steps into the batter's box. It's 1-1. Soto with the 1-1 pitch. It's grounded foul back behind home plate. Got to tell you, Soto started off the year very shaky, but ever since then, he's been doing his thing. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch is way up high and outside for ball 2. Soto is not allowed a run since April 12th. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's 12 strikeouts by Phillies pitching today. He went with a slider that was low and away. And there's out number 1 to start off the top of the 7th inning. So Wheeler's day is done as he goes 6 innings. He had 11 strikeouts. Only allowed 3 earned runs. That was all back in the 4th inning. Brian Serven comes up. He's batting on the right side. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out and also struck out today. 1-0 pitch. That is lined high and deep to left field, and that one has a chance. And Schwarber just gets back to the warning track, and he has enough space to make the catch. I thought the wind was going to take it, and Schwarber barely had enough room. He didn't even have to leap for it, and it just stayed in the yard. Soto, man, dodged a big bullet. There was a fastball right down the middle, and Serven just by inches missed a home run. Whew. And I just wrote down home run on my scorecard. So that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon now. In the first pitch, Soto threw it high, and, well, that was inches away from hitting Charlie Blackmon's helmet. Whew. The dodge out of the way of that very quickly. So Tovar struck out. Serven flew out to left field. It was a deep fly out. And now it's a 1-1 count, as the 1-0 pitch was a slider taken at the knees. Nobody on. 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Soto winds up and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a 98-mile-per-hour high fastball. Whew. I still can't believe that stayed in the yard. Infield playing Charlie Blackmon, the pull over at third base. 1-2. And that's foul back. It's funny because the last time that Soto even allowed a run, we'll get to that in just a second. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt and outside for ball 2. The last time that he actually allowed an earned run was back on April 5th. The 2-2 pitch. That is going to be a little soft dribbler over to third base. Sosa Fields on the hop, throws over to first, and it's not in time. An infield single by Charlie Blackmon with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. It was a tough spot where it was hit. It was the right pitch, and it was not necessarily an excuse me type of a swing, but Blackmon just had some good contact on it. And if it was maybe a little bit more towards Soto's right, he could have caught it, but it was away from the mound, and Sosa had to come over in between third base and shortstop, and he did everything he possibly could. 2 outs and an infield single by Charlie Blackmon. Profar comes up. The throw back over to first base is not in time, but it gets away from Cody Clemens. It's going to go all the way out to right field. Blackmon rounding second base. He's going to third, and he will slide in there safely. The throw, I guess, was a little bit low, and Blackmon at first didn't recognize that the ball got away from Clemens. And just like that, the runner's now 90 feet away from home plate. Yep, the throw was just behind Cody Clemens by Gregory Soto. Look at the third base coach. Schaefer was just really trying to tell him to slide. And the first pitch to Profar. He's batting on the right side. That's taken for a ball. Profar's 1 for 2. He's gotten on base twice, and he's also scored a run. Soto winds up in the 1-0. Down in the way for a ball. Oh, boy. Tying run for the Rockies is 90 feet away. Phillies lead 4-3. The 2-0 pitch. That's fouled back right behind home plate. I asked before, and Jonathan answered. And Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan for doing the research. When the last time a team won by the same score in 3 straight games, as the next pitch was way up high and away, and JT did a good job of keeping that one out in front of him. But anyhow, it has happened where a team has won by the same score 3 days in a row. 3-1 pitch. Just on the outside corner, according to Todd Tishner behind the plate. Not according to StatCast. So it was off by a hair. But that makes it a full count. Soto with the payoff pitch. That is lined high and deep to left field, but Schwarber will go back to the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And the Phillies will come back up to bat as it's stretch time in the bottom of the 7th inning, as they lead 4-3. Working on my play-by-play setup via OBS, using your advice. Going to run a test tomorrow or Tuesday. Good, man. That makes me really happy. You've done so much for me in the short time we've gotten to know each other. Love you much. I appreciate that, man. You know, for those of you that haven't done so, like, first of all, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, like, what are you guys doing with your lives? Subscribe to my channel if you love Phillies baseball, if you love the Sixers, if you love sports as much as I do. But also go subscribe to Snowman, man. Because Snowman has been really putting out some awesome content, and he has been grinding. And, you know, he found my channel just from, you know, I had a couple of tags for, like, play-by-play. And he found my channel from that. And, you know, he's been really coming on here to support me, and I really like him a lot. You guys definitely need to subscribe to his channel, for sure. Have to put in the word. You know, man, I think that you can put your link down below in the comments section, and I'll I can't pin it because I have my Discord pinned, but yeah. But post your link down below in the comments section so that way people can subscribe, because you put out some really great stuff. Phils. Yes, man, go Phils. Other than that, Soto did a good job. I agree. The Soto almost gave up a home run twice, but he got out of it. Almost doesn't count. You know? Bottom of the 7th we go. The Phillies lead 4-3. We have 31 people on here? Wow, man. I'm sure that not all 31 of you are subscribed to my channel. And also, make sure that you spread the word, man. Spread the word, spread the happiness, spread the love. And 4 months and we've built this community. This is awesome. I don't usually have, like, the amount of streamers, like, on. I don't usually have the restream stuff on, but because I'm watching the game on the TV because it's on Peacock, I happen to have it on, and wow, I kind of have goosebumps that we've reached this many people. Good stuff. How are you guys doing, though, on this Sunday afternoon? I want to hear from you guys. Also, if you didn't comment... Wait, you quit YouTube? Why? Why? Derrick Henry, Eagles, and Cowboys fighting over him. Bro, the Eagles... I'm sorry, man, but, like... I don't see how Derrick Henry would fit in that offense. Because you lost your camera and my stuff that I used to vlog with. Oh, damn. Oh, I thought that you meant that you were like going to delete your account. And I was going to be like, no, I don't delete your account. Because I like seeing you on here. I do. But that sucks. Alrighty. What's their trivia? What major four? I don't know. Huh. JT comes up in the first pitch. That is down low and outside to Nelson Lamet, the former Cy Young Award candidate for the San Diego Padres. He's pitching now for the Colorado Rockies in their bullpen. The 1-0 in the dirt to JT Realmuto and outside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. We'll do a score update for every other team in the next inning, or in the next half between breaks. JT will line that one foul towards the third base side. That's interesting. Since 1969, no National League team that lost in the World Series went on to win the World Series the following season. Can the Phillies try to change that? Ooh. That's cool. 2-1 pitch that's down low and away. If you guys think that the Phillies can change that, like, let me know in the comments down below. I think that it could happen. It'd be really cool. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. But that's weird because they made it back to the World Series in 2009, even though they didn't win. But they didn't win last year. That's weird. 3-2 pitch. It's fouled back. And it hits the shoe right on JT Realmuto. Yeah, you could totally see the green screen effect, Apple. Man, that's funny. Yeah, I don't see how Derrick Henry would like make that. I don't see how like that how their styles would fit. I just don't. Crazier things have happened. 3-2 pitch. Low and away for ball 4, and JT gets on with another walk. Had an RBI fielder's choice ground out his last time up, and he starts off the bottom of the 7th inning with a leadoff walk. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the 3rd time today that the Phillies have gotten on with a leadoff walk. Back in the 2nd inning, Marsh did it. Nope, that's only the 2nd time. Wait. Nope, that's the 3rd time because Schwarber did it too. Alec Bohm comes up, and the first pitch. That's down low and outside. Bijan is a freak athlete. Goes with freak QB. Yeah, see, I agree. I feel like you got to go with Bijan. Like, what's this whole thing about people like not like wanting to go after Bijan? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? 1-0 pitch. That's fouled back towards the first base side. I mean, are injuries like even a concern about him? Like, is that why people are so concerned about drafting him, you know, as an Eagles fan? Like, I don't know, because I'm not an Eagles fan, but Bijan, I've heard so many great things about him. Oh, you're a Packers fan. The 1-1 pitch to Bohm. Bohm fouls that one back towards the first base side, and it stays in foul territory, but it goes right next to the Philly Fanatic. The Philly Fanatic was over the first base dugout, and he had to duck. That's funny. It just went over to his right side. That's going to be all over baseball. And he just went over to the fan that actually just caught the foul ball, and he just gave him a hug. That is funny. Thankfully he's okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner goes. The 1-2 pitch is lined out to right center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way to the wall. Coming in to score and rounding third base is JT. And going in the second base with a stand-up RBI double is Alec Bohm. And the Phillies lead at 5-3. Nobody out, still in the bottom of the 7th inning. That was a fastball right down the middle. And there was just no chance that Daza was going to get over to it. And the Phillies are up by 2 runs. Good job by JT. He was actually running on the pitch regardless. That's the 3rd time today he would have been running on a pitch. He was caught over at 3rd, but he did steal second base. That would have been another stolen base. Here's Cody Clemens. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch was a strike at the knees. Bohm over at 2nd. The next pitch to Clemens. That's in the dirt for a ball. That is hard to do. Yeah, man, I feel you on your Packers. I mean, they're in a tough spot, dude. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's grounded foul towards the first base side. It's 5-3. So an RBI double by Bohm. He had an RBI ground out in his last at-bat. Yeah, I know. It's updating. It's updating, I hope. 1-2 pitch. It's fouled back, again towards the first base side. Let's see. Let me try to update it again and see if it'll work. Yep, there we go. Sorry about that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Star Wars. I appreciate that. They should have listened to Rogers. I feel you. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Lamet gets Clemens to strike out for the first out of the inning. That's the first strikeout by Dinelson Lamet. And Bohm is still over at second base, but there's one out now. So I got to write down the Alec Bohm RBI double as a highlight call. That was a pretty good one. Sosa comes up. He's 1 for 2 today. He struck out 3 times yesterday as he was 0 for 3. Bohm over at second base. A base hit could double the lead for the Phillies. And the first pitch is taken right at the knees for a called strike. You take Bijan over Henry? Yeah, I feel you. I would take Bijan too. I really would. He's younger, first of all. There's a lot of pluses to it. The 0-1 pitch that's down low and away for a ball. The other thing, too, is that you have to think that the playbook for the Eagles would be more of his style, if you will, because they could use him on third downs, and they don't always have to run the ball. The 1-1 pitch, that's up high for ball 2. Because Jalen's going to be running the ball. You know what I'm saying? And so, he's going to be, while, yes, you're going to have a second running back, I feel like it would just make more sense. And he's a better receiving back, too. Yes, that's right. 2-1 pitch. It's a swing and a miss by Sosa on the pitch that was down low and outside. I agree with you. Bohm takes a lead off at second. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2. And Sosa just stays alive as he fouls the slider off behind the plate. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I go live or when I upload, man. For Phillies games and for Sixers games right now. And Patriots and Flyers pods. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, but Sosa just went swinging around at that. It was sort of a little bit more than a check swing, but it was just not an orthodox swing whatsoever. That would have hit him right on the elbow, too, if he would have probably just stayed put. But regardless, back-to-back strikeouts issued by Dinelson Lamet. As he comes in, and now Bryson Stott comes up. Stott has not gotten a hit today. He's lined out twice. And the first pitch, that is ripped high and deep to right field. And that is long gone. A 2-run home run by Bryson Stott. And the fans are on their feet as the Phils lead 7-3. A hanging breaking ball, and Bryson Stott nailed that pitch out to right field. The bell is ringing, and the Philly fanatic who almost got hit by a foul ball seems to be moving pretty well. Trey Turner comes up. He homered to start off the game for the Phils. And the first pitch he takes up high for a ball. So Bryson Stott gets himself another home run this season. That's his first hit on the day. Turner. The next pitch is taken down low for a ball. That was a big swing by Bryson Stott, man. Every time there's 2 strikes on him, he fights off pitches, and there was no 2 strikes on that pitch, but I'm just saying, he's just become such a better hitter. The 2-0, that's taken for a high strike, a slider on the upper third part of the strike zone. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. The Phillies lead 7-3. Turner with the 2-1, and Turner will pop this one foul behind home plate. Whew. Man, that thing was not coming back. Lamet with 27 pitches in this inning so far. The 2-2 pitch to Turner, way up high and inside for ball 3. Can you imagine, too, if Sosa would have gotten on and didn't even swing at that pitch and would have gotten hit? I mean, not that you want anybody to get hit, but could have been another run. Payoff pitch to Turner. And Turner will pop this one up towards foul territory. Catcher takes his mask off, and Servant will make the catch for out number 3. But Bryson Stott with a big 2-run home run to give the Phillies more insurance as they go to the top of the 8th. And the Phillies lead 7-3. Woo. 2-run home run. Popped foul. Was I peeking a lot when I made that home run call? I hope not. I'll have to go back and listen to it. That's the one thing that I wish I kind of had, because an audio mixer would be a good thing for it, but it's just that the thing is that, first of all, audio mixers are so expensive, and it's not even just that. It's also because the fact that it just does, there's so many other things that can go wrong with it, and you really have to know like what you're doing if you use it. So hopefully I didn't peak too bad, though. Big run support. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too so that way you know when I upload. Man, we have 35 people on here. This is absolutely unbelievable. This is awesome. So, man, this is definitely growing this community. It's funny how they YouTube is like starting to pick this up now. Basketball, it was up there and then it just went down, and I don't know why, but still going to be obviously putting out as much content as possible. It doesn't even make me mad or anything. It's just interesting to me. Oh, boy. What a swing by Stott, man. Here comes Jose. They're going to him right now. That is funny. That was Stott's first home run this season. I forgot to mention that. I actually thought he had a couple. You think with all the base hits he has that he would have a couple. But nope. All right, did we go to the top of the 8th inning? Oh, I forgot that we're going to give an update on the Major League scores. Let's see, I'm losing track of my stuff. So Detroit and Baltimore, it's currently scoreless as we go to the top of the 4th inning over there. The Astros and Braves, well, that's been quite a series. Astros and Braves are still scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. Blue Jays and Yankees are scoreless as well in the bottom of the 4th. Not a whole lot to it. And then we have 2 shutouts going on so far as the Pirates are up 1-0 against the Toronto Blue Jays, and then or against the Cincinnati Reds, and then the Rays are up 3-0 against the Chicago White Sox. All right, so Jose Alvarado comes in. Second pitch to McMahon is taken for a strike. So Alvarado has a .96 ERA. 4 opportunities this season for saves, and he is 3 for 4. Alvarado has been lights out. He's been mainly the closer for the Phillies. He has been dialed in. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, a cutter. That froze Ryan McMahon. And Alvarado got the call. It was on the upper 3rd part of the outside part of the strike zone. Wow. Good job by Alvarado. He's been fun, man. So Blackman got on with a single, I remember, and then Profar flew out. I guess I didn't write this down, really. And McMahon strikes out to start off the 8th. Okay, 1 away. Crone's 0 for 2. He's coming up to the plate. He's not human. He isn't. The 1-0. It's fouled back right behind home plate. The 99-mile-per-hour fastball. It just goes into the stands. So other scores, we got the Cleveland Guardians. They're up 3-1 against the Miami Marlins in the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox are up 1-0 as they go to the bottom of the 1st in Milwaukee. It is a gorgeous day outside. And the 1-1 pitch by Alvarado. Just a little bit inside for ball 2. The Nationals lead the Twins 1-0 in the bottom of the first. And then the Dodgers and Cubs just got started. You have the A's and the Rangers taking on each other at 2:35 p.m. Eastern Time. 2-1. That's on the inside corner for a called strike at 100 miles per hour. Then we got 3 4 o'clock games today. Kansas City and the Angels, Padres and the Diamondbacks, Cardinals and the Mariners, and then tonight's game is the Mets and Giants on ESPN. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, high chopper over to shortstop. Turner fields on the hop and throws over to first in plenty of time for the second out of the inning. So a 6-3 putout. And Moustakas now comes up to the plate. If you also just subscribe to my channel, don't forget, if you want to, you can totally shout yourself out. Goal is to get to 260 by the end of today. That means we're also going for a cast on for a cast tonight too. So if we don't even reach our goal, we'll have time during that time. Moustakas will line the first pitch out to right field, and Castellanos does field it on a hop, but Moustakas gets himself a 2-out single. Alrighty. 2-out single by Mike Moustakas. Pitch was down the middle, and Alvarado just was a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, and Moustakas caught up to it perfectly. Here's Alan Trejo as he comes up. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in the 6th inning. Moustakas takes the lead off at first base. Trejo with the first pitch, it was inside. Did he go? They say no, as he went onto one knee. And the first base umpire, Brian Knight, said that he did not go around, and I think he actually just held his swing, so that was the right call. Alvarado gets set, kicks, deals, and he throws a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that gets Trejo chasing. Two outs in the top of the 8th. Runner over at first. And the 1-1 by Alvarado. Just off the plate as it was inside. It was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball by Alvarado. He's been reaching triple digits a lot this season. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. JT with the signs and the 2-1. A swing and a miss on another 100-mile-per-hour fastball. That time it was at the knees. And Trejo could not catch up to the heater. Big pitch coming up. 2 outs in the top of the 8th and the 2-2. He got him looking at a 100-mile-per-hour fastball on the inside corner for called strike 3. And Trejo is having some words with Todd Tishner behind the plate, but that'll do it. And we go to the bottom of the 8th as the Phillies lead 7-3. Nice job, man. Whew. Trejo struck out, so I got to write down. I just had that call. I want to write that down. I thought that was a really good call. I'm trying to keep notes of when I had good highlight calls because, I have to produce that type of stuff. Okay. Alvarado strikeout to end 8th inning. To end the 8th. The one thing that I love about baseball compared to basketball is when I'm cutting my highlights, I actually have more time to figure out where my best calls came. Even though there's a lot more games, it makes it a lot easier because the timestamps are one thing, but I also have this scoreboard up so that I can utilize that for when I'm editing my highlights and when I put out compilation videos. So, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you love the Phillies as much as I do, if you love my vibe, if you love my passion, man, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Our goal is to get to 260 by the end of today. And also feel free to hit the thumbs up button as well. We also do Sixers games We've been doing a lot of Sixers casts as of lately, so I really appreciate all the love and the support. We also are going on for a post-game show tonight, so if you look at the very top of the comments section and you see a pinned message, that is the Discord that you guys can join, and I will get you guys on to literally have a conversation and talk about the Phillies. We're going on at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll obviously be giving my little opening monologue, but if you guys want your voices to be heard all over play-by-play with JJ Airways on a post-game pod, make sure that you join the Discord and that you join in on the call, because I'll be doing that tonight, and I'll be taking your calls, and I want to hear what your thoughts are on this team. I want to hear what your thoughts are on Bryce Harper and how the team has been doing as of lately. Sorry I'm late. Looks like the Phillies are doing good. Yeah, man, you've missed 3 home runs today by the Phillies. All right, Ty Blach comes in to throw for the Rockies in the top of the 8th, and the first pitch was a check swing foul ball that just went behind home plate. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken at the knees for a called strike. So Schwarber got on twice with a walk back in the first and in the 4th inning. The 0-2. It's taken outside and low. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 pitch. That is lined right into right field for a base hit. It just got past the glove over at second base by Castro. And Schwarber gets on for the 3rd time today. Good piece of hitting by Schwarber. He hit it pretty hard, and to be honest with you, if they were playing a shift, that would have easily been a ground out, for sure. And Pache will come in to pinch run for Kyle Schwarber. Pache did homer yesterday. Nick Castellanos comes up to the plate. Nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies lead 7-3. And Castellanos lines that one foul down the first base line. Ugh. Gotta slow down these words. Castellanos singled back in the 4th. And the 0-1. That is lined over to third base. It's caught. The throw back to first is not in time, but McMahon caught that one right on a line. Good reflexes by Ryan McMahon, and Castellanos, man, he hit a rocket over to third base. And there is 1 out. So Castellanos just missed a home run his last time up out to right field, and he just lined out over to third base, and Pache got back in there in plenty of time. It was not such a good throw by McMahon, but he made a good catch. Marsh comes up, and he'll take the first pitch up high and away. Marsh has walked twice today, but he's 0 for 1. Block winds up and delivers, and Marsh will hit that one high and deep to right field. This one has a chance. If it stays fair, it's gone. It is. But I wonder if somebody reached over the wall to make the catch. But they're ruling it as a home run. And Marsh comes running in towards home plate, and I think that they're going to review this. But if they don't, it's 9-3 Phillies. Wow. I thought that maybe a fan just reached over and maybe they might say it's a double. Let's see here. Nope. That just got over the wall. Just got over. They are going to review it, though, just to make sure. Okay. See, those are the types of things I don't like because, man, I wanted, if it was a home run, I wish it was a good call. It's upheld. Yeah. Let's see. I see it right here. Let's see if he reached over the line. I think he did from that angle, but it's a little tough to see because you can't get as close of a view. It looked like it was a little bit further away. But they are reviewing it. So regardless, it is a base hit by Brandon Marsh. You stand corrected. Larry. All right, let's see. The call is confirmed, and it is a home run by Brandon Marsh. And the Phillies lead 9-3. Wow. I thought at first maybe the fan caught it over the rail, but it just stayed behind. Here's JT Realmuto, and the first pitch is up high and outside for a ball. So Castellanos lined out to third. Marsh just hit a 2-run home run, and the Phillies are up 9-3 in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-0 is fouled back towards the third base side. And the next pitch, that's taken outside for ball 2. A beautiful afternoon at Citizens Bank Park. A great day for hitting as well. That is 4 home runs by the Phillies today. The 2-1 is inside. A fastball at 91 miles per hour. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They don't even appeal, and the home plate umpire says that he did. The pitch was way down low and inside. So that makes it a full count. One out in the bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead 9-3. And the payoff pitch. Fouled back again towards the first base side. There's Brandon Marsh. Another home run by him. That's his 4th on the season. The 3-2 pitch to JT. It's on the inside corner. And a called strike 3 at the knees for out number 2. A backwards K from JT. And JT, even though he was 0 for 3 today, most likely as his line will be done behind the plate, had himself a very productive day. Bohm will take the first pitch in this at-bat on the inside corner and at the knees for a called strike. Alec had an RBI double his last time up in the 7th inning in the 0-1. Another called strike. It is efficient. It's great. Ty Block still on the bump for the Rockies. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Bohm. Bohm will hit that one down to right field. And Blackman is there on the run, and he'll make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. But the Phillies do add 2 more insurance runs thanks to a 2-run home run by Brandon Marsh. That's their 4th home run today. Trey Turner, Bryson Stott, Cody Clemens, and Brandon Marsh have all homered for the Phils. And we go to the 9th inning as the Phillies lead 9-3. Again, in case you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too for any Phillies games that we do, for any Sixers games that we do, Patriots games as well. We also post a lot of podcasts on here. We have a Patriots podcast coming out tomorrow because both the Phillies and the Sixers are off. So we'll be talking about the NFL draft and what the Patriots should do and all that type of stuff. And, we also do Flyers podcasts on here as well. We started this channel about 4 months ago. We're going to be doing a post-game show tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, talking about the Phillies and just catching up and figuring out, how they've been doing over the past couple of weeks. So if you guys haven't done so already, join the Discord server. It's in the chat down below. It's pinned at the top. And, if you guys want to come on and talk about this Phillies team, I'll be literally able to get you guys on here, and we'll have a conversation, and I'll get you guys to come on and give your thoughts. So, make sure that you do that. The lines are going to be hot tonight, and you don't want to miss it. So 8 o'clock. I'll be going on for my opening monologue statement, just talking about how this team has been doing, and then I'll open it up to you guys. Yep. Now they're having trouble with the cable box again. That's the second time that's happened today. Seriously, that really is annoying. Thank God that they don't do as many games on here. What a day is right. All right, so Ortiz will come in to pinch, or to pitch for the Phillies, not pinch hit. All right, give me 1 sec. The stream just went away. Now we're back up in action. The 0-1, swing and a miss by Harold Castro. So due up is 7-9 for Colorado. Castro swings and misses at the second pitch for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt and inside for a ball. Watching from Houston. Yeah, Shady, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on. Happy to see you here, dude. You've been coming on here for a little bit of time, too. Luis Ortiz, the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a little tapper over to shortstop. Fielding on the hop and throwing over to first base is Turner, but it's not in. It actually just got past Cody Clemens. Turner I thought he made a really good play, but the throw was just a little bit rushed. And Clemens could not dig it out. I wonder what they're going to score that as. They're going to score it as a throwing error by Trey Turner, so there's a runner aboard on the E6 to start off the 9th. First pitch in this at-bat, that's going to be poked out to right center field. It drops in for a base hit right in front of Marsh, and staying put over at second base now is Harold Castro. So Ortiz has gotten himself a little bit of a jam. Not all his fault. But there's nobody out in the 9th inning, and the Phillies lead 9-3. That is the second base hit for Ezequiel Tovar. And now Brian Serven comes up. He's the catcher behind the plate today for the Rockies. First pitch to Serven. It's taken at the knees, a slider at 82 miles per hour. Stott 2-run home run. That's what you missed. And Brandon Marsh 2-run home run. No balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Nobody out in the top of the 9th. And the 0-1. That's going to be popped up to left center field. Turner gets called off by Pache. Pache, he has it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Pache, forgot to mention, comes in for Kyle Schwarber. He came in the pinch run for him back in the bottom of the 8th inning, and now he's out there for the 9th inning out in left field. So there's 1 away as Serven popped out to left field, and Charlie Blackmon comes up. Runners over at first and second. Over at first is Tovar, and over at second is Castro. First pitch to Blackmon. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Blackmon has hit the ball hard 3 times today, but he's 1 for 4. The 0-1. Little dribbler back over to shortstop. Sosa fields it and throws over to first, and that's not in time, and the bases are loaded. So Blackmon gets on with his 2nd straight infield single. He didn't steal 2 bases. He only stole 1. He got caught stealing at third. So Blackmon gets an infield single, and the bases are loaded for the Rockies. 1 out in the top of the 9th, and the Phillies lead 9-3. Profar comes up. He's batting on the left side. He was batting on the right side his last time up, and the first pitch, he takes it at the knees for a called strike. He is actually 0 for 14 this season with runners in scoring position. He stole 2. They actually counted that as a second stolen base that he had. Oh, yeah, you're right. Duh, because I forgot that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot. I forgot. You're right. He stole 2 and got caught once. 1 ball, 1 strike to Profar. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 pitch to Profar. It'll be blooped out to left field, but coming in to make the catch is Pache. Pache made a pretty good catch out there. That was not an easy play. And there's 2 away in the top of the 9th. And that'll lead things up to Ryan McMahon. Bases loaded for the Rockies. They're down to their final out. Ortiz is on the bump for the Phils. Trying to get the last out here. McMahon comes up in the first pitch. On the outside corner, a slider at 83 miles per hour, taken for strike one. McMahon does have one career grand slam, and he's batting .200 overall with the bases loaded. The 0-1. It's fouled back towards the screen, and now the Rockies are down to their final out. Their final strike, I should say. Rockies down to their final strike. Fans on their feet at the bank. Bases loaded for the Rockies. Phillies lead 9-3. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Ortiz winds up. He has to get the windup off now, and now he does. The 0-2 pitch, that's taken just a little bit outside. He looked like he was going to start his windup motion, and then he waited till literally 1 second was left on the pitch clock, and the pitch was up high and outside for a ball. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt and outside for ball 2. McMahon stays alive. Ortiz will try to go back at it again. McMahon's gotten on base twice, but he struck out in his last 2 at-bats. Can he get a hat trick here? 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2. Oh, it looked like it was a strike. Looked like it was a strike, but not according to the home plate umpire. And that makes it a full count. Ortiz did not get the call. It was on the upper third part of the strike zone on the outside corner. So it was an 0-2 count. It's now a full count. Big payoff pitch. Here it is. That's fouled back towards the screen. And McMahon still stays alive here. On deck is C.J. Cron. $42,000 fans at the bank. Bases loaded. Rockies down to their final strike. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Ortiz struck him out. And the Phillies win this game by a final score of 9-3. And they take the series against the Rockies. That is their 8th win in their last 9 games versus Colorado. And they get the job done. 4 home runs today by the Fightins. They had a great afternoon on this beautiful day. And McMahon gets himself a hat trick by striking out 3 times today, including getting the last out for the Rockies. And, well, if you have to take a look at some players of the game, well, it has to be every single person that hit a home run today. 4 Phillies hit a home run. It was Brandon Marsh, Trey Turner, Cody Clemens, and Bryson Stott. And Zack Wheeler gets the win today, as he went 6 strong innings. He allowed 3 earned runs, all back in the 4th. And the Phillies get the job done. They did everything that they had to do. They clocked in, they clocked out, and they got the W. Great job by the Fightins. If you guys are new to my channel, as always, do not forget to hit the like button. Subscribe as well if you enjoyed my play-by-play commentary, as I literally just dropped my red pen. And, yeah, man, we'll be back on for a post-game show tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. You're not going to want to miss it. And if you want to hop into the Discord call and voice your opinion about the Phillies after I give my opening monologue statements, feel free to do that, and feel free to join. It's in the comments down below. If you look at the pinned message up at the top, that's where you can find my Discord server, and I'd love to get you all to join the community. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all the love and the support. I know that we've been saying this for a little bit of time, but I really, truly mean this. Like, every time I come on here, when I put these headsets on, like, I'm literally, like, in my zone, and I love doing this. And, I've been broadcasting games for like 3 years. I've been doing a lot of it in person, but since I graduated from school and we've been, not really getting a whole lot of gigs, I wanted to come on here and just get more reps, as the great Scott Fransky told me, that I have to get more and more reps. And I really appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have given me, because you've made it a lot of fun. And I feel like we're changing the game of casting just by coming on here, still doing play-by-play, but interacting with you guys as well, because that, to me, is what makes storytelling a lot of fun. It's about interaction. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you all tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for a Phillies postgame show. Details on the video will be out in about an hour or so. And, yeah, man, go Phils. Good win today. That was big. Talk more about it tonight. Peace.